Hello students, good morning. I hope you're doing fine. Welcome to English class. My name is Henrietta. I gave you an assignment last week. I hope you have done it. Explain the types of nouns. Look at my video that I posted on now and know whether you got it or you failed it. So today I'm going to give you notes on pronoun. What is a pronoun? Let's start. A pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. It is used to replace is a noun, to avoid unnecessary repetition. So in case you're not seeing it, a pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. It is used to replace a noun to avoid unnecessary repetition. Are you seeing it? So now we are giving an example of examples of pronouns. Examples of pronouns. John ran so fast. John ran so fast, you will think his life depends. Are you seeing the board? Depends on the race. So in this sentence, John ran so fast, you would think his life depends on the race. The pronoun is what? The pronoun is his. The pronoun is his. I say we are underlining the pronoun his. The pronoun his helps us to avoid repeating John again. So that's number one example. John ran so fast, you would think his life depends on the race. So the pronoun his helps us to avoid repeating John severally. Let me give another example. We are done with this side. Please, if I'm too fast, just try and replay the video again. Pause it to copy out what you want to copy, please. Number 2. Mary went to the market to get food stuff. She came back She came back home to cook. So the pronoun she helps us to avoid repeating Mary again. The pronoun she helps us to avoid repeating the noun Mary again. So you are seeing this. Mary went to the market to get foodstuff. So she came back home to cook. So we are using she now to represent Mary. Instead of saying Mary came back home to cook, it's just repetition. So we just use pronoun and use she to represent Mary. She came back home to cook. The she as a pronoun is helping us to avoid repeating the noun Mary again. Do you understand that? So let's go into types of pronoun. Let's wipe. Please subscribe to my channel so that you will not miss a single video. Now, we are going into personal pronoun. Personal pronoun. So a personal pronoun is used as a substitute. Personal pronoun is used as a substitute. A personal pronoun is used as a substitute. Are you there? For a person's name. They are of two kinds. They are of two kinds. We have of two kinds. We have subjective and objective. Subjective and personal pronoun. So a personal pronoun is used as a substitute for a person's name. They are of two kinds, subjective and objective personal pronoun. I'm doing this so that you can copy this. So now let's go into what subjective means. Are you done copying this side? Okay, now subjective acts as the subject of the sentence. Subject is the performer of the action. Subject is the performer of the action. E.g., Mary slaps John. Mary is the subject because she's the one slapping, while John is the object. Object. Are you done with this side of the board? As the subject of the sentence, subject is the performer of the action, while object is the receiver of the action. Let's clean up this section. Okay, now let's look at object. Object receives the action performed by the subject. Mary is doer. John receives the pain of a slap. So object receives the action performed by the subject. Since Mary slaps John, Mary is the doer, the performer. She's the one that carried out the action, and John receives the action because she suffers from the pain of this. He suffers from the pain of the slap. He's the receiver of the action. So now let's go into give example of how a noun can be the subject of a sentence. Please, if I'm too fast, you can pause the video to copy. I can't wait so long because I don't want a longer video. Let's look at examples of subjective personal pronouns. Are you seeing this? Examples of subjective personal pronoun. We have I, he, she. Are you there? You. Are you there? We, they. Etc. I, he, she, you, we, they. Sentences. We have they want to come or they want to go. As I was seeing this, let me underline this so that you understand. As you are seeing this, examples of subjective personal pronoun: I, he, she, you, we, they. These are pronouns that could be used as a subject. Could be the performer of the action. They want to go. They is the subject. You are saying this. So they is a personal pronoun representing a group of people. Maybe I would have said Mary, John, and Maka wants to go. Instead, I just write they want to go. So let's give another example. There are so many examples you can give that subjective pronoun. Like you. You can't leave either. See, he slapped her. So you are seeing You is standing as a subject and it's a personal pronoun. You are saying he is standing as a subject. So you, he, I, they are all what? Subjects of a pronoun. That is their personal subjective pronouns. I hope you understand this. They are personal because they are used to replace the name of a person. He is used to replace the name of a boy. You is used to replace the name of a person too. Like maybe instead of me to say you, instead of me to say John, give me that book, I can say you give me that book. So it's replacing the name of a person. That's why it's called subject. That's subjective. That's why it's called personal pronoun. Now we're going to look at the objective personal pronoun. That's personal pronoun that can act as an object. Please, if you just joined us, look at my previous videos so you understand where we are coming from. Example, we have me, we have you, her, him. Are you seeing this? Him. You have us. You have them. Him. You have us. You have them. So me is a personal pronoun, but it's an objective personal pronoun. It's always stand as the receiver of the action. You could also be the subject and the object in a sentence. So you could be subjective and objective personal pronoun. Her is a receiving pronoun. Him, us, them. So let's give an example in sentences. Let's look at this. Who can give me an example of a sentence that will start with, that will end with me or you? Remember, we are talking about the object. You can say, go talk to her. Go talk to her. Her is the object. This objective personal pronoun is the object and it's a pronoun. We also have Mary bought gifts for her. Mary bought gift for her. Remember, we are looking at the object. Her is the receiving because it is her that gave the gift to. So her is what? An object, but it's a pronoun. An objective personal pronoun because she's receiving the action. So let's give our last example. Have you been able to copy this? Let's look at the last. There are so many examples. Don't look at them. Don't look at them. Them is an objective personal pronoun. I hope you understand this. Objective and subjective personal pronoun. Objective personal pronoun. This is where the pronoun serves as the object of the sentence, receiving the sentence. While subjective personal pronoun is when the pronoun serves as the object of the sentence. I'll come to the end of this video. In our next class, we'll talk about another type of pronoun. Thank you very much for watching.